everyone, this is Gail from Pretty Presets, and today I'm here with a Workflow Wednesday video. This image was submitted of the baby, and she mentioned that she was having trouble with the skin tones. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how to work with skin tones today, because I think it's something that a lot of us have difficulty with. So I'm going to hover over the baby's skin, and I want you to look over here at the histogram, and I want you to look at the numbers and percentages that are over there. So if I hover over the baby's skin, you can see that we have numbers where red is 43, green is 42, blue is 44, something like this. It kind of, if we hover over different places, we get different numbers. But as we hover over, you can consistently see that blue is higher than red and green, okay? When blue is higher than red and green, your skin tones are blue. And if you look around you at the people that you know, no one's skin tones are blue. So we need to correct that. That means that this image needs a significant amount of warmth. So in order to correct this, we're going to do a couple of things. First, I'm going to start with my white balance dropper, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click somewhere on this. I don't even know what it is. It looks like maybe it's some wood or something over here. And I'm maybe going to just keep clicking around for a few minutes and see what I get. I think that's a little bit closer. I'm going to bring up the reds just a little bit, not a ton, maybe even the warmth a bit. And we are going to go from there, okay? I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use my Clean and Creative presets. I'm going to click on a quick clean. That's always such a tongue twister for me. We're going to click on center light. We're going to click on sharpening for females and babies. And then I still think that this image could use a little bit more warmth. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on add warm light. Now, I love what that's done to the baby. I want to remove it a little bit from the grass. And warm light uses some graduated filters. So I'm going to use one of the tools that we have in Lightroom 6, which is the brush tool, to remove it a little bit from the grass. And I'm going to click on the brush tool. I'm going to come down here and click erase. And then I'm just going to erase what it did to the grass a little bit. And there were two filters, so I'm going to come up here, I'm going to click on the other filter, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. They're coming from different directions, so I'm just going to click erase from grass. Okay. And I'm going to click done. I want the grass to be a little bit more green. So I'm going to show you a trick that can help with your grass tones sometimes. Sometimes when you shoot grass, especially if it's middle of the day, grass can look really yellowy and not very appealing. So we're going to click on the HSL panel. We're going to make sure we have HSL selected and that we're in the hue section here. We're going to click on this little tool right here, the little circle with the arrows, and we're going to come over here to the grass. And I'm going to play around. I'm going to try dragging it up. So I'm going to click on the grass and drag up. And you see how that just subtly changes the hue of my grass from yellow to a little more green, which is what I like a little bit better. And I didn't have to do it very much. I mean, it was really subtle. I didn't change it that much at all. I don't want it to look alienish or strange. I just want to adjust the hue just a teeny bit. So now I'm going to do a couple of other things. I want to increase the vibrance still a little bit here. I feel like it's still a little bit flat, so I'm going to increase the vibrance. I'm going to use a couple of brushes. I'm going to come up here. I've noticed that there's a little bit of a green tinge on the eyes and just under the chin of the baby, so I'm going to come here and fix that. I'm going to come up here and click on my Perfect Portrait brushes, and there's one called Fix Casts Green, which is super awesome for any cast that you get. I think that we're getting a little bit of casting here from the grass. I'm going to turn off my overlay so you can see this. The Fix Cast Green is going to add just a little bit of redness, and I think this adds too much. So I'm going to come down here and I am going to just decrease my amount to something more a little bit like that. Now I'm going to come up here and click New. I'm going to brighten the baby just a little bit more. So I'm going to click on my Perfect Portrait, Add Light. This may actually do too much. So we're just going to play around with this and we'll decrease the amount as we need to. And you will notice I'm not being super careful here. I probably should be. And I agree, yes, that's a little bit too much. So let's drag this down into maybe into the 20s. I think that's good. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a brush from the Color Luxe set that I actually really like. It's called ColourPop. And I'm going to increase my brush size, and I'm just going to pop this green color up here. Pretty much everything that's above the grass, we're going to pop a little bit. Very fun. Okay, so I'm going to click Done. I'm going to show you my before and after so you can see kind of what we've done to this image. I'm now going to click on my crop tool because this is something else we need to fix a little bit here. We need to adjust the crop. We're probably not going to be able to get the horizon perfectly straight, but we're going to be able to straighten up the baby here a little bit. And now let's look at the before and after once again. A huge difference. The skin tones are much better. I think we've made something really beautiful with this image. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday.